Episode 13, and in today's video we're going to talk about what makes a really great actor's headshot, or at least what my opinion is on that. To me, there's a couple of things that go into it. There's some technical information, but a lot of it is also down to you, down to the actor. First things are that I want a headshot to be well lit. Now that doesn't mean like it's really bright, it just means that it's got a nice balance of lighting. Not too bright, not too dark. I feel like shadows are quite a powerful tool. A little bit of shadow can be nice because it gives an image a little bit more of a dramatic vibe and feel, but if we use too much it can become just a little bit too dark. So it's a nice fine balance to be able to hit with that. Same thing with being quite bright. If you want quite a bright, light, friendly shot, then that's nice. If we start to lose complexion in people's skin, then that's a bad thing. So it's about balance really with lighting. The second point is that I want people's eyes to be the sharpest part of an image. It's nice to have that little bit of shallow depth of field where things start to go a little bit blurry around the edges, but I think it's really important to be able to make sure that the eyes are the sharpest thing in the picture, because typically when we look at somebody, we'll normally look them in the eye, and it helps to be able to make that connection. And I feel like if we have blurry eyes, then it can throw the whole picture off. It can look a little bit strange. Another thing about eyes is that I like to be able to see a catch light in them. Now, a catch light is just like a photography term. It just means that you can see the reflection of whatever lighting was used at the time of taking the picture. It works exactly the same for outside as what it does for inside, but it's that little reflection of light, but it just helps the eyes to be able to sparkle, be nice and bright, and be able to show that there's something going on behind them. The next point, I think like this is the biggest one technically, is that you should look like you in a headshot. There is absolutely no point whatsoever having this like over glamorized, over retouched, over stylized picture if it's not going to look anything like you do in person. Because I always feel it's really important that when you go to a casting, they can look at the picture, they can look at you and see it's the same person. That's really, really important. Because you want to get called for the castings that are right for you. And by having a headshot that looks just like you, there'll be no surprises when you walk into the room. And finally, one of the things that I think really elevates like an actor's headshot from a snapshot or like a really fancy passport photo is that it should showcase a little bit of personality. Now, we don't want to go too over the top and become like a character piece, but I feel it's really important to be able to lean slightly towards the type of roles that you'd want to do. So if you wanted to be in like a northern gritty TV drama, then something that's a little bit more serious, maybe a little bit more dramatic with lighting, and a more stern expression is going to work well. Whereas if it's something like, say, a CBBC presenter, then something that's a lot brighter and a lot friendlier and a warmer tone is really going to be able to lend well to that look. That's my quick summary of what I feel makes a great actor's headshot. Don't take my word for it. I think ask a lot of casting directors, ask a lot of agents what they would like to be able to see in an actor's headshot. That's been episode 13. I know it's been quick. I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you tomorrow for number 14.